Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Oh no. Hey y'all, we're back here today, and
It's not day out there. It's night. You
We're back
dummy.
okay, excuse me. We get we live,
Technical.
that life
Technical.
day and night. It's really day. It's nighttime, but we've always lived it as day. So,
You know we don't.
Damn, you got a point there. I've
So
thought
there-
about it that way.
but,
But anyway,
we always live Elvis.
yeah, once in a while.
Just before we
every
start
day.
today, I just want to say
All
that
the
appreciate all the views, and here shortly I'm going to be giving you some information, and we're going to have another little contest like we had, and give away some more things. Just wanted you to know that we appreciate you. So with that being said, we're going to get to it. Take her away.
Is it me?
It's you.
Okay.
It's all you, big guy. Well, I don't really mean big guy, but sounded good anyway, didn't it?
Big Daddy Bill here with another true story, Elvis story. Now, back in the day,
Save yourself, little
save yourself, almighty.
little fella. That's what Elvis used to.
Oh, y'all want to pick on me, huh? But this one here is another one about Aunt Gladys, and Nick Adams' mama. And Nick Adams, from what I gathered, his mother and all, he told his mother, he said after he saw Elvis in California and the movie set, he said, this guy is really, really something. He said, somehow or another I got to meet him. Well, he did. He got to meet him. And this was just not a couple of years after James Dean died. And so, he really took that kind of hard, because I think him and Dean were, had become friends. I don't know how close they were. But anyway, he come to Memphis after he met Elvis and all, and stayed in a few days and on Audubon Drive, and him and Natalie Wood. And they got to be, pretty dadgum good friends. So he asked Elvis, he said, your mother and my mother are a whole lot alike. He said, I think your mother might like her. You mind if I bring her, to see her? And by this time, Elvis had bought Graceland. And said, no, bring her on. So they came to Memphis, and I remember Aunt Gladys and Nick Adams' mama was sitting out in the backyard, and they were in the lawn chairs, and they were talking. And I know that she was telling Aunt Gladys, she said, do you worry about him? She said, if you're like me, you do. And Aunt Gladys said, sure. She said, I worry about him all the time. That's one of my biggest fears. She said, I know. She said, I know you're proud of him. I am, Nick. She said, I'm so proud of him, but I worry about him. And Aunt Gladys said, yeah, I do too. She said, that's my biggest fear, is, something happening to him. And they talked for a good while about their careers, and she said, I'm glad Nick has met him, and also they, he said he's really crazy about Elvis. And Aunt Gladys said, yeah, and Elvis thinks the world of Nick. Said I'm glad they became friends, and I said, you're welcome back anytime, you'd like to come and talk. And anyway, they talked for a good while. I didn't hear all the conversations, but I remember they was talking about, Nick, traveling, and Elvis traveling, and Aunt Gladys, she said, I worry about him, and she said, I know you do, Nick, and all. She said, this is all so new to me. This is all, like a dream. And Miss Adams said, yeah. I said, I know what you mean. Said, we didn't have much either. Said, and Nick, he's got to going in the movies and all. And she said, that's one of my fears. And Aunt Gladys said, well, I'll tell you, I would give everything that I had up before I could lose him. And Miss Adams said, I'm the same way. And anyway, they talked on and on for I didn't stay for the whole thing, but that just some of that stood out to me. I was just playing
did he have
around.
the series, the Rebel at the time? Or
I
was he,
I
had
think he
started-
was getting ready to
start
start
it?
the series. Yeah, he hadn't. I think he started to doing that. If I'm correct, in
Johnny
'58.
Yuma. Johnny Yuma, the Rebel.
Was it?
Johnny
Sure.
Yuma.
But anyway, yes, and that's another story of how Aunt Gladys was and all. She was so. But her and Nick's mama hit it off real good, and they, like I say, they talked for a good while. And
You
But
said
I-
you mentioned Natalie Wood. Did she come the same time that Nick
oh,
Adams
yeah,
came?
they came at the same time. The first time, see, he came by himself.
With his mother.
The first time, and then the second time, him and Natalie Wood came. And after that, of course, Elvis by then had moved to Graceland.
Well, did
and,
Natalie Wood come when he lived on Audubon?
Yeah, Audubon, yeah.
Okay.
Him and Nick first met Elvis, when he lived on Audubon. After he moved to Graceland, Natalie never did come back anymore after that. So, but Nick, he came back a couple of times, 3 times, as best I can remember. And anyway,
They
was
remained
one another.
friends through the years.
Oh
but
yes,
they
yes, yes.
didn't-
It went around.
Yeah.
Like all stars, things went around about them, and of course,
Lose touch.
you just didn't.
We've
You
all
did,
lived
you know,
and
you
heard
don't-
that.
Yeah.
You don't believe all you hear, in California, because so much is made up and all that kind of stuff.
Hearsay.
But I thought it was an interesting story,
It is.
and I thought maybe, hopefully that everybody will like it. It's another little story that, of his mama and how she was about him, how protective she was. And
With that,
folks, just remember,
We always live Elvis.